How do you see a Formula One's evolution?
You've got to be really careful.
To Liberty, to, you know, there's a growing audience in America.
Yeah, it's huge. You've got to be really careful. And I suppose an indication of it would be at Miami when the drivers were coming out and they had the cheerleaders and all that sort of stuff. Listen, Americans are fantastic, the Tinseltown thing, and they know the Super Bowl is extraordinary, and you watch it and it's like a Macy's parade. It's the most extraordinary thing. You just got to be very careful about the dignity of the sport. I mean, this is, you know, it's not NASCAR, it's not Indy, it's Formula One, it's the pinnacle. And I don't think Formula One has to bow to what the American media people say is required. You can still do things that are elegant and
well said.
Yeah, you don't need to bail, and you can take on board all the stuff, and they're the most welcoming. People have said to me that, you know, what's the most hospitable place you've ever been, and for me, my experience of traveling was Thailand and excuse me, and the United States. I've never experienced hospitality like it. They're extraordinary. The Americans, they move you into their house after 5 minutes after meeting you. They're just I love the optimism and the you know the positivity of the Americans, and they love putting on a show, and they want to make it bigger. And I know the whole Drive to Survive thing. I've just worked for a year with Netflix, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful to get that sport out. And when America was really difficult to break, nobody thought a documentary on a streamer would be the thing to do it. And now there's 3 races in the States this year, and it's wonderful, but you just got to be a bit too careful that you know you're not putting too much tinsel and fairy dust all over it. I don't think it requires it. It's the balance between entertainment and sport is very difficult. Well,
that makes me think actually, because Eddie, when you were starting your Formula One team, you had to do things differently because you were coming into the arena with Ferrari, with McLaren, with the teams Williams that were already established. So you would do marketing stunts. But
they were wonderful.
They got you a lot of media, didn't you?
A lot of media. McLaren used to go mad with Bernie because they were getting more coverage than McLaren were at the time. I remember there was complaints. They went to Bernie and said, "What the hell's going on with this little tiny team?"
He tried to have me banned off British Airways because I could stroke 4, 5, 6 and people up into first class, sitting beside Ron Dennis, and he went,
"Oh, he'd love that. He would have loved that."
He mentally complained, wrote a letter. To Martin Broughton, the then chairman, to say, how can Eddie Jordan get these upgrades for all his riffraff up to beside me when I'm paying full fare and he's down the back?
Well, how did you do it?
The gift to the mouth. Yeah.
It's
how he
called
always does it.